Alright, ladies. Check this out. Here's the title of your notes. Square Root Arithmetic. And that's, let's see. I know you. It'd be cool if we could go to another lunch, right? And then they actually had like good food. That'd be cool. So look, square root of arithmetic. What's today's date? I just wrote it down. You'd think I'd remember, right? 29th, 2016. You good, Eric? Eric, you don't have your notes out. Oh, man. This guy. Okay. Anna, what are you doing over there? You can't see that? Well, come sit up here, because she won't be able to take notes if she's always giving you her notes. So come sit close. You can sit on the floor so you can see. Yeah, because otherwise you won't be able to see and you won't be able to take notes. It's no big deal. You don't understand my handwriting. Oh, that says square root arithmetic. Yeah. So here's what you're going to be able to do today. Check this out. Today you're going to be able to, here's our goal. Like this would be the easy problem first. Like the easiest problem would be adding something like 5 times the square root of 7 plus 3 times the square root of 7. And the difficult end of the deal would be something like 2 times 5 times the square root of 3 minus 7 times the square root of 2 plus the square root of 3 plus 11 times 2 times the square root of 2. Whoa. Whoa. Eric, you should be writing this down. Easy. Easy. So the easy thing to be able to do should be this. So everybody, no matter what, has to be able to do that. And if you're going to be an A student, you got to be able to do this. I'm going to show you how to do both. Yeah. That way Maria can be an A student. Yep. Maria, what would you do if, okay, progress reports are going out Friday. What's going to happen if your mom checks the mail, opens up your progress report, and you have an A in Algebra 1? Are you okay? Did you just hurt yourself on your braces? Okay. Maria, what would happen? Nothing? She wouldn't be happy for you? She'd just what? Oh. What about you, Isabella? What would happen if you're...
My mom would freak because I usually...
It's because you talk too much, though, huh? It's just because you talk too much, huh? Like, really? Like, in the past, maybe you didn't do so good because you talked a lot.
No, I just didn't understand the teacher.
Because you were always talking and not paying attention. Really, that's why. Alright, so, check this out. Do you see this right here? 3 square root of 3 plus the square root of 3? The answer is B. The answer is B. And today, you have to know why the answer is B before you leave. Do you understand what I'm saying, Jared? So the answer is B. But before you leave today, you have to know why it's B. Like, that's our goal. If you know why it's B, then you learned what you're supposed to learn and you're ready to go. Okay? Alright, Exabel, you ready? This is going to be exciting. Did you guys know that addition is just repeated counting?
What?
Addition. It's just counting repeatedly. So like if you have, well, like here it says 3 plus 5. That's 3, right? And then you're adding 5 more. That's just like shortcuts for counting. You knew that, right, Cade? You didn't know that. How many guys didn't know that? That addition was just repeated counting. Oh, yeah. You didn't know that? You didn't raise your hand. Raise your hand. I want to see who didn't know that. Gio, you knew that? Yeah, if you didn't know that, I want to see who didn't know that. Okay. All right. So you learned something. Dang. Eric, you didn't know that? You did know that. Eric, did you know that multiplication was repeated addition? Where'd you learn that? Oh, okay. So, multiplication is repeated addition. So here's the thing I want you to know, Marco. Like when you do 3 times 5, what that really means, it means 5 plus 5 plus 5. 3 times. You see how it's 3 times? That's what multiplication is. So you're just adding over and over and over again. It's repeated adding of the same number. For example, 4 times 7, the reason it equals 28 is because it's 7 plus 7. Oh my gosh. 7 plus 7 is 14, plus 7 more is 21, plus 7 more is 28. That's why 4 times 7 equals 28. That's what multiplication is. Expel, do you know that? Yeah, so something like this, 3 times the square root of 2. It doesn't matter what this number is. What this means, it means the square root of 2 plus the square root of 2 plus the square root of 2. So there's 3 of them. So the answer is just, 3 times the square root of 2. We don't know what the square root of 2 is. It's irrational. So we can't actually do anything other than that. Gio, do you understand that the 3 is multiplying with the 2 right here? And so like this right here is the same as like if you wrote it out. So one thing I want you to see is that when you see something written like this, it's multiplication. These are 2 numbers and they're multiplying. Just like if it was in your old school like that. And that would be 3 4s all adding. 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 12. We good? Are you okay, honey? Did you sneeze? Oh, well bless you. You good, Layla? It's cold in here. That's because math is so cool. Yeah. Alright. Jade, do you know what IDK means? Good. I'm glad you do. Yeah. You think Damien knows what Damien, do you know what IDK means? Yeah. Oh, good. Gio, you know what IDK means? Yeah? Oh, what's it mean? See, you guys are smart. Alright, you guys are learning. On an E in the back. Are you ready? Here's what I want. You don't have to write all of this stuff down. What I want to make sure you understand is, first of all, this is 2 numbers multiplying. And what that means is that it's 3 of these all adding. That's what you got to know. That's what I really want you to understand. That's going to make all the other stuff look easier. Alejandro, you ready? You sure? You're born ready, huh? Do you have an A in math? You think so? I hope so. Do you think Damien has an A in math? Yeah? Damien, you don't think so? I think you do. Okay. So, let's do one. Ready? Well, here we go. Cade, which color do you want to use? Orange. Alright. Can you guys see this color when I write it right here? 5 times the square root of 7 plus 2 times the square root of 7. Honey, is that handwriting neat enough for you?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Alize, you ready?
Yeah.
Alright. Hey, how many square roots of 7 are right here? 5. I want you to write this down, because this is something that you're going to get confused by later. There are 5 square roots of 7 right here. There. Oh, that's ugly handwriting. That's supposed to say there. Are. I'll try to write real nice and neat so like my kindergarten teacher would be happy with me. Okay? There are 5 square roots of 7 here. Right? And the reason I know that is because it's 5 times the square root of 7, so that's 5 of them, all adding together. How many are here? There are 2 square roots of 7 here. And Ruben, what's happening with these? Sorry, what's happening with these square roots of 7 over here, and these square roots of 7 over here? What's happening with those two? They're adding, right? They're adding. Hey, what's this 5 doing to this square root of 7? What's this 5? Yes, Eric, doing to that square root of 7? It's multiplying. And multiplying is what? Repeated addition, right? So there's 5 of them here, and there's 2 of them there. So how many is that? 7. 7 what? 7 square roots of 7. Do you see? 7 square roots of 7. Not 7 times the square root of 14. You're adding square roots of 7. There are 5 and 2 more. That's 7. See how that works? On the E, if we wrote it out, it would look like this. Well, I'm glad I didn't pick 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. And then plus 2 more, right? And when you add all those up, that's 5, 6, 7. Do you see? That's why it works like that. So what you do, hold on, before I tell you what you do. Mark, are you good with this? Do you think Derek is good with this, or you think you need some remediation? Derek, you got this? Yeah, it's pretty easy, right? Okay then, what about this though? You ready? What if it was the same thing in Cade's orange marker? 5 times the square root of 7 plus 2 times the square root of 3. Oh. Gabby, that's different, right? Or is it?
Yeah.
It is. So would that be 7 times the square root of 10? Or would it be, oh, I don't know. What would that be? Who would you trust? Who's in here that you think would know the answer and could explain it to you so you would know? Did you pick Jared?
Yeah.
Oh. Do you know Jared or do you not know? You don't know? Jared, who in here do you trust? Who do you think could tell us so that we'd know? Isabella? Do you know? You don't know? Why does nobody ever pick me? Am I not a person? I don't count? Katie, that's hurtful, isn't it? That's hurtful. It's a good thing I don't have feelings. They'd be hurt. They'd be hurt right now, Mr. Salazar. Nobody ever picks me. Alright, it's not. Check this out. This is 5 of those adding together, right? So write this out with me right here. Watch, I'll show you. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, look, I almost wrote 3 when I said 7. Do you see that? I was writing and I said the word 3 and I almost wrote 3. Do you see that, Leslie? So here's 5, right? That's 5 times the square root of 7 and then 2 of the square root of 3. The reason these all added up is because they were all the same, do you see? But these, they don't add all up because they're not all the same. See right here I've got, when you add all these together, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 times the square root of 7 plus 2 times the square root of 3. You can't do anything. Do you see what I'm saying? So in one way that you can think about it for right now, the square root of 7 and the square root of 3 are, alright, I'm going to try to write nice and neat, okay? Can you read that word? Are not like terms. Do you see? They're not like terms, so you can't add them. They're not like terms, so you cannot add them. I will give extra credit to somebody who can tell me why we cannot add things that aren't like terms. Oh, wow. I heard your hand go up first. Yes, I have hearing like a bat.
They're not like terms, and you can't add them because of what they would, the square root, when they would equal, they wouldn't be the same.
That's true. So you get the wrong answer, but why? Yeah, why can't you add? So like what if it wasn't lead? What if it was something like this? Why can't you add those? I know they're not like terms, but you know why? That's true. That makes them not like terms. So why can't you add them?
Yeah, variables are different.
But maybe it would be 5xy. Why not?
Because it's 3 times x and 2 times y.
That's true. But if it was 3 times x plus 2 times x, that would be 5x, right?
Yeah.
And if it was 3xy plus 2xy, that would be 5xy, right? So why doesn't it work like that? There's a really solid reason why. Oh, yes, ma'am.
Because they don't have the same number.
Well, that makes them not like terms. That's true. But why does that mean you can't add them?
And because when you have like a different number, you might get like a rational number or.
But you're explaining why they're not like terms. You're not explaining why you can't add them. Jade, tell me. You were all excited until I called you and then you got nervous. Alize, what do you got? Right. Well, that's why they're not like terms, but that doesn't tell me why I can't add
They're
them.
not same.
Right. That's what like terms mean. It means exactly the same everything. But that doesn't explain why you can't add them. It's really easy to explain, actually. Why? Okay, wait a minute. Now, she should know. And Eric should know.
Yeah. I know, but I didn't want to tell them.
Okay, why? The order of operations. Ooh, Tukara, he said. So check this out. Layla, the reason you can't add these together is because of the order of operations. When you look at the order of operations, right, you have to multiply before you can add, right? This is multiplication, and that's addition, so you have to multiply before you can add. Now, the reason that you can go ahead and add things that are like terms is because multiplication is repeated addition. And if it's all the same thing, then it doesn't matter which one you do first. It just works out the same either way. So when they're not like terms, if you added them together, like let's say this problem right here, let's say if you said this was, it's not, but if you said this was 7 times the square root of 10, what you did is, well, you violated the order of operations. Don't be a violator. No violators allowed. Okay? Right, Cade? Cade, now there's nobody here to tell you shut up. Thank you. Now you feel comfortable? Yeah. Okay. So here, you try one. You ready? Let's do this. 5 times the square root of 2 plus 3 times the square root of 2. Let's do 7 times the square root of 11 minus 4 times the square root of 11. And then let's try one more. Oh, we're gonna do 4. Andrea, how are you today? Not good. Why? I'm sorry that you hate me. Wow, Andrea. She's casting shade, huh? She's saying she hates me. Is that true, Andrea? What did I ever do to you? Wow. You don't like school or you don't like math class? Don't like school. How many of you guys have all 4 done? Just 1 or 2 people. You don't have the first one yet? At least you knew there were problems on the board, right? Maria, are you done? Okay. Are the last two confusing you? Yeah. How many of you guys got the first two done? Okay, let's talk about those. We'll do the last two together. All right, Enrique. Mira. That's 5 of something, right?
Yeah.
And 3, whoa. What was that?
I have
Okay. All right. Is Kate touching your leg? Gio, what's happening, buddy? Wow. All right. I don't know, Cade. I don't know, buddy. All right. Isabella, let's do this. Ready? Check this out. Here's what I want you to notice. The first thing, and you can write this down if this helps make sense to you, okay? First thing I want you to notice is that these are the same. You're adding the same things. They're both the square root of 2, right? They're like terms. So that's just 8 times the square root of 2. 3 and 5 is 8. It doesn't matter what you're adding. 3 of something plus 3 of something plus 5 of the same thing is 8 of that thing. The thing hasn't changed. You see? The thing is the same. The thing doesn't change. You added 5 and 3. 8. How many of you guys got that one right? Show of hands, please. What? Ah. Okay. Next one. Same thing, right? I have 7. I'm taking away 4. That leaves me with 3. The thing doesn't change. So we're good there. Yeah? Yeah. All right, Gio. That was a nasty sounding cough. Yeah. Now this one. Check this out. There's going to be 2 possible answers that I think people would maybe have. They might have this. Where did I get 11? That should be 15. Sorry. They could have. Here, I'm going to scratch that. Now it looks like your picture in the yearbook. 15 times the square root of 19, right? Or 15 times the square root of 57. Those are the 2 things I think people might have. But it was a fly. Only when you guys are here. I mean, flies like stinky things. I guess you guys are stinky. I don't know. All right. Okay, listen. You guys have done a really good job. We're almost done, okay? So, Jared, pay attention right here. Check this out. This is 3 of these added together. Right? And multiplication's repeated addition. That is 15 of these. The thing you're adding doesn't change. Addition doesn't change the thing you're adding. 3 cookies plus 3 cookies is not 6 pieces of cake. Right? 3 cookies plus 3 cookies is 6 cookies, not 6 pieces of cake. So here, the thing you're adding doesn't change. So you have 15 of them. Are we good? Yeah. This is the answer. Now this one, you might not know what to write. Anna E, are you okay over there?
Yeah.
You might not know what to write right here. But the thing is, these are different numbers and you can't subtract them. It's like x minus y. You can't do anything. So you just leave it alone. So your answer is the square root of 7 minus the square root of 5. You got them. So, if the square roots are the same, this is the thing you're going to read when you forget. So let's say you're taking a quiz and you forgot how to do this. This is the thing you're going to read. So I guess when you write this down, you probably need to put a heart around it, a big smiley face, or a casket if you're kind of, morbid. So, if the square roots are the same, you just add or subtract the number in front. Does anybody know what the numbers in front are called? Anybody know what those numbers in front are called? Like, example, 5 square root 2 plus 3 square root 2 equals 8 square root 2. Those numbers in front are called, oh, this might be a quiz question, coefficients. Coefficients. It's a double F. Coefficients are the numbers in front. We good, Enrique? All right. Layla, we're good? Yeah? Okay, we're not done. We're almost done, but we're not quite done. Remember that problem at the very beginning and I said you have to know why the answer is B?
Yeah.
Do you guys know why the answer is B?
Yes.
Yeah, why, Reuben? There's an invisible 1 in front of each one. And you don't add the square root together. Right. Because that's the thing you're adding. You're adding them. So they don't change. Calmate. Alright. What about this thing? What about 2 times 2 times the square root of 3? Oh, good Lord. Good golly, Miss Molly. Leslie, this one's scaring me. What would that equal? 4 times the square root of 3, she thinks. 4 times the square root of 3. I agree. What if I had this then? What would that whole thing equal? 9 times the square root of 3. That's it. Eric, you having a rough time today?
My eraser fell off.
Your eraser fell off. First, your water bottle went homicidal on a fly. Then you told Derek an answer and he didn't even listen to you. And it would have given him extra credit. And then your pencil just flew apart. That's a crazy day. Is that just a normal day in the life of Eric? And then Cade was touching Gio's leg in class. Alright, boys and girls, your homework, you ready? That's your homework. Yeah. Would it make you happy? Okay.